The anniversary gift he'll never forget. The ballroom glittered with chandeliers and laughter. Gold ribbons draped across tables, champagne flowed like honey, and a banner above the stage read, "Happy Silver Anniversary, Daniel and Sophia Price, 25 years of love." Sophia stood near the entrance, her silver gown shimmering under the lights. Her hair, streaked lightly with age, framed a face that carried grace and quiet strength. For 25 years, she had been the perfect wife, supportive, patient, forgiving. Tonight, she expected nothing extravagant, just acknowledgement, maybe a toast to the years they had built together. She spotted Daniel across the room, surrounded by colleagues and socialites. He looked charming as ever, dark suit, confident smile, the kind of man who loved attention almost as much as he loved himself. But something felt off. The way he looked at her was different, detached, almost smug. Still, she smiled. The band played soft jazz. The guests toasted. Everything seemed perfect, until Daniel walked onto the stage. 25 years is long enough. Daniel took the microphone, tapping it twice. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, flashing his polished grin, "thank you all for being here tonight. It's a special day, 25 years of marriage." There was polite laughter. Sophia's heart swelled a little. Maybe he had planned a surprise speech. But Daniel continued, his tone shifting. "I believe that every journey has an end. And tonight, I think it's time to close one chapter and start another." A confused murmur rippled through the crowd. Sophia frowned. "Daniel, what are you talking about?" she whispered, just loud enough for those near her to hear. He turned toward her, his smile cruel now. "I'm talking about moving on, Sophia. I've filed for divorce." The room gasped. Someone dropped a glass. He went on casually, like reading from a script. 25 years is long enough, don't you think? I want someone young now. Someone who doesn't nag about my work or my choices. You'll get your share, of course, but I'll need you out of the condo by tomorrow. Sophia froze. For a moment, she couldn't feel her feet. Her parents had given them that condo as a wedding gift. Her name was on every document. Daniel didn't seem to remember that. Or maybe he thought she'd be too shocked to remind him. His mother, Celeste Price, sat at the corner table. She didn't flinch, didn't speak, only smiled faintly, as if watching an old movie she'd seen before. Daniel finished his announcement with a laugh. "So, cheers to new beginnings." Guests shifted uncomfortably. Some avoided Sophia's gaze. Others whispered. Sophia could have cried. She could have screamed, but she didn't. Instead, she rose from her chair, calm, composed, and walked toward the stage. The mic in her hand. Her heels clicked against the marble floor, each step echoing in the tense silence. She reached for the microphone. Daniel looked confused. "Sophia, please don't make a scene." She smiled. "Oh, I won't." She turned to the guests. "Thank you all for being here tonight. My husband has just given me an anniversary gift, divorce papers, in front of everyone we know. How thoughtful." Nervous laughter rippled. "But before you all leave, I'd like to share a few words and one final gift of my own." Daniel rolled his eyes. "Sophia, let's not." She raised a hand. "You've had your turn, darling." Her voice was calm, but sharp as glass. "You see, Daniel has been very busy this past year. Business trips, late meetings, mysterious calls, all in the name of work. And I, the ever-supportive wife, pretended not to notice. Until, of course, I did." She reached into her clutch and pulled out a small envelope. "This," she said, "is a copy of the legal divorce papers I filed 6 weeks ago. You see, I already ended this marriage. I just didn't have the heart to ruin your big night." The room went still. Daniel's smirk vanished. What do you mean?" "I mean," Sophia said, tilting her head, "you're not my husband anymore. You're my ex. And since you're so eager to move on, that's convenient, isn't it?" Laughter broke out among the guests, small at first, then growing. Sophia wasn't finished. "Oh, and about the condo, you might want to check your mail. My lawyer sent notice last week. It's legally mine. My parents gifted it to me before our wedding. So, Daniel, if anyone's moving out tomorrow, it's you. The truth unfolds. Daniel's face turned crimson. This is ridiculous, he barked. You can't. I can, she interrupted. In fact, I already did. You see, while you were busy planning your little announcement, I was busy too, meeting with my lawyer, transferring accounts, and freezing the joint credit cards. You don't have access to my money anymore. A murmur of shock spread through the crowd. Sophia continued, her tone almost tender now. Oh, and that's someone young you've been seeing? Your lovely assistant, right? Daniel stiffened. How dare you? She smiled. Relax. I'm not here to humiliate you. I just wanted you to understand that you can't break a woman who already rebuilt herself long before you tried to destroy her. The microphone squealed slightly as she set it down. Happy anniversary, Daniel. I hope your next 25 years teach you what love actually means. She turned and walked off stage to a standing silence. Not applause, but something deeper. Awe. Celeste Price's smile had disappeared. The days that followed. The next morning, Daniel came home, or tried to. His access cards no longer worked. The doorman, instructed by Sophia's lawyer, handed him an envelope. Inside, Daniel Price is no longer authorized to enter this property. All personal belongings have been delivered to your office. He stared in disbelief. Everything he thought he controlled, gone in a single night. Meanwhile, Sophia sat on the condo's balcony, sipping coffee as the city skyline glowed in the morning sun. Her phone buzzed. It was her friend, Maya. Girl, you went viral. Sophia blinked. What? Someone recorded your speech last night. It's everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, news blogs. The silver divorce speech. Millions of views. Sophia laughed for the first time in months. Oh, wonderful. You're a legend, Sophia. People are calling you the queen of classy revenge. Sophia shook her head, smiling. Revenge was never the goal. I just told the truth. The reinvention. Weeks passed. The scandal burned through Daniel's social circle like wildfire. His business partners distanced themselves. Investors pulled out. The assistant who'd fueled his midlife fantasy disappeared once the drama hit the press. Meanwhile, Sophia began something new. She transformed the condo's guest room into a small home office and launched Reclaimed, a digital platform that helped women navigate divorce, rebuild confidence, and regain financial independence. Within months, the site exploded in popularity. She began hosting workshops, online talks, and collaborations with therapists and lawyers. Her story became a symbol of strength, not because she sought pity, but because she chose dignity over despair. One evening, she received an invitation to a television show titled Women Who Inspire. The host smiled at her across the studio lights. Sophia Price, your video reached 40 million views. What message would you like to give to women who feel powerless after betrayal? Sophia thought for a moment, then said, don't wait for someone else to save you. Prepare quietly, act wisely, and when the time comes, walk away with grace. Daniel's fall. Daniel, now living in a rented apartment, watched the interview on television. He looked older, defeated. The world that once adored him now mocked him. He had tried reaching out, calls, emails, even flowers, but Sophia never responded. He realized too late that the woman he thought he could discard had always been his anchor. One day, he ran into Celeste, his mother, at a cafe. Mom, he sighed, she destroyed me. Celeste stirred her tea calmly. No, Daniel, you destroyed yourself. She just stopped saving you. For once, he had no reply. The full circle. A year later, Sophia hosted her first Reclaimed Gala, a fundraising event for women starting over after divorce. The ballroom looked familiar. The same chandeliers, same polished marble floor, but this time, the banner read, Reclaimed, celebrating new beginnings. As the evening drew to a close, she took the stage, microphone in hand once again. Last year, I stood in a room like this, humiliated by someone who thought ending a marriage would end me. But endings, she smiled, are often disguises for beginnings. Applause erupted. I stand here not as a divorced woman, but as a free one, free to dream, to lead, to live on my own terms. Her eyes sparkled as she concluded, "So tonight, I want to thank the man who gave me the best anniversary gift of all, the gift of myself." Epilogue. After the event, she walked out onto the balcony, where city lights shimmered below. The night was calm. She felt lighter, not because she had won, but because she had let go. Her phone buzzed again. A message from an unknown number. "I saw your speech. You look happy. I'm glad you're doing well. Daniel." She stared at the message for a long second, then deleted it. Then, she turned her phone off, leaned on the railing, and whispered to herself, "Yes, I am." The wind lifted her hair, as if to applaud her. And that night, under the same stars that once witnessed her pain, Sophia Price finally celebrated, not an anniversary of marriage, but of freedom, wisdom, and rebirth.